Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the live stream. This is the FFTW channel. Let's get this money. Let's go. First thing is first, we're going to clean these charts up. No lines, nothing. Straight up candlesticks. Once we get that, then we can see very clearly what price is doing. Nothing in the way. And that's what we need to do to observe the market condition and get a clear view of us to come forward. Here I like to have the Nasdaq on one side of the chart, and I like to have the ES on the other side, because these two move very similar, but they also, each one can provide a lot of information. All right. Hope you all had a great morning so far. You're gonna have to hold up a sec. Let me grab my coffee, but we're about to get going right now. All right, we're back. Let's take a look here at what we have on the NQ. I like to keep the routine pretty much the same every single day, so I like to go on the 1 hour. One-hour time frame, and I'll mark my highs and lows. So there it is, my support and resistance. All right, pretty simple. We are on an uptrend. We made higher highs from yesterday, breaking above these highs here. And price is coming down, probably looking to pull back and then probably retest before we see a change in direction. So we'll have to keep in mind that yes, we are overall bullish, but we could see a retracement here today, depending on what we see as market opens here. Things might change, but pretty much we got our support resistance, and we want to look to, if we're going to short, try to find previous levels of support where you can short from. Maybe see a bounce here from the upside, and we see sellers stepping in there. We maybe grab some shorts, because this might want to, like I said, pull back. Maybe it'll come down, pull back, something like that. Right. So which means we have a trend line that's coming down here that we want to be aware of. We don't want to buy into this red line here representing, the area of control from the sellers. And let me get this out of the way here. Okay, there we go. We got a fair value gap here above yesterday's close. So we might see some sellers step in here as well. And expecting buyers to want to buy the dip. I like to use the Fibonacci right here. Pop this on the screen from the lows to the highs. And I can see already this is way too high for me to buy into. So let's wait for that pullback. Eyes market open. Let's see what we get today. Let's go back down to the 1 minute. To the 5-minute time frame. All right, we're seeing a strong rejection here at this supply zone. At this bearish fair value gap. This could be a nice opportunity for some shorts. Yeah, it's a nice sell off of this. I want to try some shorts here. Looking kind of trappish. I'd like to see this candle close strong from the sell side. All right, let's see real quick here when we have news. We have consumer sentiment here at 10 a.m. So we can maybe take a trade or two here before that. If not, just wait it out till the news comes out. And I'm noticing here we have a range break. Looks like a break and retest. Right there. We have areas of resistance here and here. So if this goes up, it might come up here. And then we'll probably see a move down from there, probably. Never know. Just wait to see what the candles show us here. They started out very strong with the sellers, and they didn't hold this price down. Instead, buyers bought the pullback from this breakout. So it's letting me know we're probably gonna go up here next, and then we could see some rejection from there. And if we're very bullish, we might come up all the way over here, sweep these highs. Let's go ahead and add our indicators here. I hate these kind of moves like this where it's like it's looking really good for a buy, but then you're going into VWAP. So sometimes, very often, we get those rejection of VWAPs like we did here. So I'll just be careful there. Going on here on the ES, and I'm just gonna mark the same thing I did on NQ. Just mark support resistance. Let's take a look at the VIX. Is it at? All right. It's looking very bearish here. Bearish momentum. We're kind of rejecting yesterday's close. So this could go up here. This could come down. Thank you. Coming down. Go back to ES. All right, and what time is it? Is about 9:40. Okay, we almost got our 15-minute range. Set that up. So while I wait for the 15-minute range to form, I like to mark the first 5-minute candle, and I use that range instead in the meantime because it works just as well. This is the same way that the 15-minute range, the 5-minute works just as good. Meaning if we break above the first 5-minute candle, it could go up. Same thing here. Definitely a bullish start to the day. We're approaching the support here from yesterday. I mean, from overnight support, and then we're kind of rejecting it here this morning. have the sellers. All right, if we inverse this fair value gap here, I'm looking for some shorts. Those are looking very strong right here. This might be a good time to get some shorts. I just want to see that this candle will close very strong. There's that inverse I was looking for. All right, guys, I'm on the shorts. I'm on the shorts. This is a good time to sell if you want to take this shot with me. This has potential to come down and sweep these equal lows right here. So we might get all the way down here. I'm looking for rejection here from the buy side. I want to see a long wick on this candle here. I want to see it close that way too. So not just see it, but have it close that way, because what can happen is, you know, sellers can bring down price and then buyers can bring it back up. So once we close this candle, it's confirmed. There it is. There it is. Sellers flip the switch. Coming down, baby. Let's go. That's what we do. That's what we do, man. We stay patient. We wait for our setup and we execute. Come on, sellers. Yeah, I'm about 80% sure this is coming down. It's a good shot. Buyers got tricked into going up higher. Now sellers are getting more aggressive. This is exactly what I want to see. Coming straight down. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Call the live here on YouTube, man. Come on, buyers. Don't do us like that, buyers. Come on, man. Don't do us like that. It's not looking good. This demand zone here on ES is kind of holding us up. Here we go. Sellers are stepping in again. I want to see a stronger push. Come on. There it is. Sellers are still here, man. They still here. Let's freaking go. Yes, sir. Here we go. Who's on the shorts, man? Who's on the shorts? Oh, shit. Not liking this rejection, man. Not liking it. Come on, sellers. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Let's go. Let's go. Yup. Here we go. Come on. They're trying to reverse this on us. Market's getting a little choppy. I guess because the news is almost out. 9 more minutes till the news comes out. I'm probably just gonna get out before the news is officially out. I'll close my trades. I don't like to hold during news. Oof. There we go. There we go. I knew the sellers are there. They try to play us, man. They try to play us. They try to play us. Let's go, man. Easy. Let's go. There's some profits there. Let me see some W's in the chat, man. Who's making money? Gotta be careful here. Buyers might want to hold this up, but I think we could get down to these levels down here. Take a closer look. Yeah, we could be coming down. Definitely take out these equal lows here. We're definitely taking these out. Equal lows. All right, so what do we see here? Let's go over that, right? We have a range here on the chart. Right? We have a range here. We have a range here. We break out, pull back, retest, and then we have a strong push up, and then we get, you know, this double top right here, which we know is a reversal pattern, right? Double tap, comes back down. Now the seller stepping in strong, right? After this breakout. So this breakout looks false, right? So what this does is we build up a lot of buying pressure here, pulling up, and then when the sellers immediately bring this down, now everyone who bought here is now running for their life with, you know, closing their trades and taking their losses. So now this should create a nice move lower. I just want to see sellers still remain strong here in this demand zone. We could bounce over here, or at the very least we might pull back. Maybe create lower high here. Let's see. So on futures, I just got this little drop right here from here to here. I got in like around here after this green hammer candle. Enough to make a couple $100. Just on a couple of contracts, not too crazy. All right. Let's just wait patiently till after 10 a.m. for our next trade. Just don't want to get caught up in the middle of crazy price action and, you know, lose a ton of money. Let's be aware of the risk and play it safe, you know. Oh shit, market's ripping. Ah damn. Let's see, are they gonna rip price up, or is this gonna be a fake? Take a look at the report here. Let's copy this. I'll take a look at it here. My other screen. So that report turned out mildly bullish. Sorry, modestly bullish. So for the short term, let's see how the market reacts. Obviously, there's a lot of buying, but we're also getting a lot of rejection up here. Sellers are also stepping in, caught in this back and forth. Just gonna sit here and wait for a good setup, man. This doesn't, I don't know where this is going, so it's not wrong standing on the side and waiting for a clear direction. It's not looking good for the buyers right here. If we close above yesterday's price here, we might go back up here to these highs. But I'd like to see first if the buyers can hold above this yesterday's close. And then we got the VWAP right here, right above that, so be careful right here. Very strong move here into through yesterday's close and through the VWAP. Very strong. Now I'm looking for price to come up and take these highs up here. This is looking very strong here, so we might not get a pullback. If we could get a pullback on the way up, this might just go straight up here. Would like to see this candle close strong as well, not like the previous one. See, this previous one had a long wick at the top. Would like to see that this one can close strong, maybe catch a nice move to the upside here, break through this resistance right here, probably take out these highs right here, bam, take profit here, maybe up there. What's up, Lenny? ¿Qué es lo que? Aquí, esperando que esto suba, estoy en un buying option. Pienso que va a poder subir aquí arriba, a esta línea aquí. Ahí estoy en un buy, como aquí entré en un buy. Y aquí chilling, man. ¿Cómo está la cosa? All right, so yeah, so right now I'm on some buys. I enter around here as I saw strength past this dotted line here, which represents yesterday's close. I got on some calls here. I'm waiting for this to push up, get me out right here. So these two lines here, the EMAs, right? If we was going to go down, we would have seen a pullback here, and then we would have seen price change direction from here. But instead, what we did was go up and then come down here and then push higher. So I always keep an open mind on the possibilities of it going up just as well as it going down, because I want to be ready to capture whichever move is the one that's going to happen. There it is. It's still moving. We're almost there. I mean, we could rip all the way back up to yesterday's highs, or the overnight highs. Sorry, overnight highs. Yesterday's high was right here. That was yesterday's high, and we're past that. Perfect. It's looking good. It's looking good. This could just go all the way up, man. This is very strong. Bullish momentum. Waiting for price to get here. I'm out. I'll probably at least take 2 contracts off. Take some profits here, and I'll leave one running to see if we keep going. All right, we got a bullish fair value gap here right after this break above the range. If we get a pullback, you know, we see some buyers here, this might give us another leg up. For sure, man. I got you. Yeah, I'll give you a call and we can talk a little bit more about it. Um, but yeah, man, that's the goal. That I want you guys to have is to, you know, to have an open mind and to prioritize learning over making money. Because once you learn, once you have the knowledge, the money will come easy. See right here, where that was a nice like buy opportunity right here. There it is. That's what we was waiting for. Right. This is why I draw this. I draw this, right? I'm showing you, okay, I think what I think price is what I think is price is gonna do is pull back to this fair value gap and then continue and try to push higher. Now it may happen, it may not, it might fail, but right now it's looking like it wants to do just that. So the way I determine my trades is watching price react to key levels and then getting in on trades when it looks, in a sense, right. So here we're seeing that, yeah, we close higher, right? So we have a fair value gap here. I don't know if you could see the fair value gap there. Same thing on ES. We closed above on the third candle. We closed above this one, so there's a high probability that this will pull back, bounce off this fair value gap and go higher. But then of course we have to see the reaction on the candlesticks as well. We have to match. I like to match what I think is gonna happen with what the candlesticks are showing me. So if we see a red candle here with some wick on the bottom here, then it's letting me know, okay, then, you know, buyers are pushing price up here as the sellers are trying to bring it down. And it could also be a retest of this trend line here. Now what I don't want to see is a red candle come down here and close and close over that fair value gap like it's not there, right? Because if it closes above it strong like this, then it's letting me know like price just acted like it's not there, so it's probably just gonna come down. All right, so we got the EMAs below price right now. We got the VWAP below price. So this is a perfect spot for buyers to be strong at. But now we just need the signal from the candlesticks to let us know that it's true. And that's what they call the confirmation. So we have to see buyers here turn this around. If not, like I said, we close below it strong, price might then use that bullish area as a bearish area to bounce from. Ooh, not good from the sales, from the buy side here. All right, looks like we're going after this equal lows after all. That was the initial thought this morning. But then we pushed up. Right, so I'm looking for these areas of liquidity. Right, we have equal lows here. So the market's either gonna want to take these lows out, or it's either gonna want to take this high out. Right? The buyers failed to hold this fair value gap, hold above the VWAP, so it was very bullish. I guess the news was bullish for the short term. Quickly turn this around, and then we could go lower all the way down here if we close strong. I don't like to see these long wick rejections here. When I'm taking trades, I like to take trades of candlesticks like this one right here, like this green one, or like this red one right here. I don't like to take trades of long wick candles like that, or like this one. Those are things that you gotta watch out for, because then you're not getting a clear signal on price. Like if I see that sellers are strong, I want to see that they're clearly strong. So if I'm on shorts right now, I want to see a follow up immediately following this candlestick right here, just like this one. Right, we had this green one, we have this long wick rejection here, but then we have follow up with it. It's the same thing I'm looking for here. But what we could do is we could just end up chopping here for a very long time. We could just end up bouncing from the support to resistance here. Right, that's pretty much what we're. The best move, I think, might be waiting for this to break first, right? Instead of us anticipating the breakout, might be best for us to wait for the break and then a pullback to sell from. Because then we get a lower high, then we know price is very bearish. Right? Here we got a high, here we got a higher high. So next I'm looking for maybe a push up, and then for it to turn back around, giving us that lower high. So we have that sign that the sellers are in control here. Yeah, man, I hear you, brother. I hear you. Those losses are what teaches you know, gives us the lessons that we need to learn to get better at trading. Um so what I like to do instead of, sometimes at least in the very beginning I used to get upset taking losses, but now, yeah, you might not feel great, but the best thing to do is um to document it, take screenshots of your trades, and then analyze your system, right? So your entry, your stop loss, your take profit levels, um, so that way you can come up with some kind of idea of how you could get better at it. So if you know what you're doing wrong, you can know how to do it right. But if you do something wrong and you don't know what was wrong with it, then it's very likely for anyone to repeat the same thing because you just don't know. Um, so that's what I like to break down is look at look at your entries, your setups, your strategy, and everything, and then we'll see what's working and what's not working, and we'll change. We'll make some changes. We'll keep whatever's working. We'll keep that, and then we'll just whatever's is either making you take unnecessary losses, we'll we'll adjust. All right, we broke these lows on the ES. We're going lower. I like to see a strong close below these lows here. Especially this low right here. Now, like in this liquidity sweep here, we took out this low, and now we're getting a strong buyers. They could bring this all the way back up again. There's a lot of buying happening right here. Let's see how we behave here at yesterday's close. We keep dancing around it. Cross over it 3-4 times already. Would like to see that price will hold on one side. Will hold on one side or hold underneath it. this is nothing much going on. We just caught in this range here. Might be just best to wait till we break out. We got support here, and then we got this range here, and kind of stuck here, just bouncing around up and down. Once we break either to the upside or to the downside, then that's when I'll look to take another trade. But for now, I'm not gonna trade this inside here. I tried 2 trades and they both failed. I was up here on the calls. We almost got to my take profit, and we turned around. So you know, I just close it out. No worries. We'll wait for a nice opportunity. But right now, I want to see price either break to the upside or to the downside out of here. But I'm not gonna trade inside this range here because it's getting very choppy. So just learn to pick your trades. I'm trying to pick the best ones that I could see. And right now, we don't have a clear trend. But if I was to scalp this, I'll be looking to short up here, and I'll be looking to buy down here. If you want to scalp this, you can look for buys down here. You know, get a couple points there, or sell from up here. But I wouldn't plan on that breakout until it happens. So I want to see a breakout and then pull back. Right. This is a clean breakout, but as we can see, we didn't break out very strong. This long wick here on this green candle, it's letting us know that. But it was very strong on the way up. But as soon as we crossed over this trend line, we saw weak buying pressure, and then we didn't hold on the retest. Instead, price went back in underneath the range and found resistance at the trend line right here. Usually when we have a choppy day like this, a choppy morning, what happens oftentimes is later in the afternoon, after 1 o'clock, we'll get some big move leading into the afternoon. So that what I like to do is I'll wait for that. But I would definitely try to stay away from this chop, and yeah, just come back later in the afternoon when it's hot, when the market's hot. If we break out in the next 10 or 15, I'll stay a little bit longer. But if we just keep chopping around here, might be here for another couple of hours before we see a good move. Oh, I got you. I got you. Yeah. I'll let you know. Like I said earlier, I took one here as we was breaking out right here. So we was breaking out higher on the second candle here, and this was my take profit right here, and that shit just turned right around on me. I got out right around here. I entered here, got out here, and now we're going back up again. So just caught in this range here, man. I say we wait let's save our money for later when the market is better. Because when it's trending, it's a lot easier to make money, especially with options. But this, man, it's just too much choppiness. We might have to just come back later, 1 p.m., 2 o'clock. Yo, here we go. Man, this shit is getting choppy, man. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take a break, get some breakfast, and then I'll come back. Let's say around 1 p.m. If you're down, I don't know if you're free, but I'll be here. I'll come back at 1 p.m. and we'll get the charts going again. But this is just moving super slow today, man. Super slow. Yeah, for sure. No, I'm coming back 100%. I'll shoot you a text right at 1, let you know where I'm at. But this thing is just way too slow. We're gonna be here forever. And I don't know about you, but I haven't had any breakfast. Yeah. Pero nada, regreso ahorita en un ratico, man. Get some food, take a little break, and I'll see you in a bit. Later.